Running last week.
So, turf one. Alright, so we have Team DM Antiar in the pink and then Team Midnight in the blue. So, some pretty a standard comp from Team Midnight, but I'm always gonna get this wrong. DM Antiar using an interesting comp with a Explosion and a Nautilus 47, which is a new weapon that's recently been added, and you can actually store your charge like a normal splat charger, which is quite interesting. Being able to do that, it has the range of a mini splatling, so it won't be quite overpowered. But as you can see, just maneuvering here, trying to see if you can get an opening on that heavy splatling. And we'll see most of the players crammed in that bottom right area here. Just trying to fight out for that control. See a baller come out. And I think the pick came off from Goy with those custom dually sculptures there. And 2 down now for Team Midnight. So Goy using the Inkstorm to cover some turf on that right side. And Stingray coming out. Trying to see if they can get a pick or two on Atomic, and does. And we see now 3 down on Team Midnight, and basically a team wipe now. So this is I'm always gonna forget how to say it. and TR, if that's how you say it. Should be able to get solid map control here, but Team Midnight pushing in with those bubbles and the ink armor as well. They are 2 down. And 2 down from both sides now. The roller just hiding in those bubbles. And as we come to the last minute, it's pretty even at the moment. Probably more in Team Midnight's favour. As just as I say that, DM Antiar go 3 down with Depressor being the last one, but does decide to jump back. So we'll see some bubbles coming out over to their spawn now from Team Midnight. And we see Atomic and Lanford grouping up here, trying to take out this NZAP. Doesn't quite trade. Oh, the heavy splatling actually coming over from the top. So we see 2 down now on DM Antiar, and 2 down from Team Midnight as well. So it's even battle at the moment. It's just going to come down to those last few seconds to see you can get the last bit of turf. And we see Inkjet coming out. Could get a bit more ink, or it's pretty close. I can't tell from my point of view. Very close. Oh, so that is Team Midnight taking that one out. Good job there. So we saw Team Midnight taking that one out, and now we move on to Clan Blitz on the Reef. That match before was actually just a bit of back and forth. DM Antiar had solid control for a solid 2 minutes there, and then Team Midnight just pushed back in as a group using that. It was actually like a 2v2, and they just held mid as best as they could. Both teams were actually just fighting over mid, and they ended up coming out on the top with more turf at the end, obviously. And now we have a DC. Always fun. Always. It is an Australian tournament until there's a DC. And it wasn't even mid-match as well. So we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're back. Everyone's back in the lobby. Hopefully we don't DC. Yeah. Oh my god. Clan Blitz on the reef we go to now. So Team Midnight up 1-0. And since this is a best of 3, if DM and TR take this, they will win. I'm pretty sure it's a best of 3. Or no, this is Swiss, so I think we play all 3. I'll just double check. Alright, so Clemwoods on the reef. Okay, so it is confirmed that we do play all 3. But Clemwoods on the reef. Most teams will be fighting over the bridge. Most of the time. Most of this match. So any specials to push in and just getting the picks needed to try and score and get an early lead would be ideal for both teams. Alright. I don't think I got the colors right. There we go. Alright, so different comps to the Turf War match we saw before. We see a Forge coming out for Team Midnight. We see a Range Blaster Ballpoint. A completely different comp from DM and TR. And we do see an early score for Team Midnight. The Roller sneaking in there, doing a nice job. And then Inkjet just coming in and cleaning that up. The Forge will be the last one alive. And we do see Depressor actually using the Crack-On Roller. Very interesting choice. Most teams normally, or players normally choose to go the vanilla one with the Curling Bomb and Splashdown, but he's chosen to use the one with beacons and baller. Probably, I wouldn't say a better choice than the vanilla one, because you're not as mobile if you don't have the Curling Bombs. You have beacons instead, but I guess he's probably going to use that baller. The baller special to try and push in as best as he can. So we'll see how that works out. And now one down on both sides. And we see here Goy with the vanilla Dapple Doolies. Doesn't quite manage to trade there, but does get the Power Clam in. So they'll get their score down to 70. And now 3 down on the side of Team Midnight, so the DM and TR will look to try and make a ball and try and push in again if they can and get a better score. But just as I say that, 2 down now for DM and TR. And now with Team Midnight having 2 balls ready, they could extend their lead, which they do. 1 down, releasing all those specials, Stingray and Splashdown. Two down for both sides, 3 down now, and some more bubbles coming in with some more clams around the basket. They should be able to score a little bit more. I did hear it score, but for some reason that didn't register. A bit of a lag there, I would assume. So they've got their score down to 31, which is a pretty good score, and we see here Depressor pushing in with the ball, and the bubbles is saving the heavy splatling there, and he does get a great double splat there. And now 3 down for both sides. They do end up trading there, so we'll see the rest of the team pushing back in. They do get to a score of 45, but that's unfortunately not good enough to take the lead. See Juz here, he thought he saw someone there, but there probably wasn't one there. Probably just trying to charge his bubbles here so he can help his team make a push. And the blaster giving him a bit of trouble, but does take him out. Now he's got those bubbles ready and so he's going to use them in the goal area. And they are going to be able to put 2 in. So now they've got the score down to 5. And that will be game. Good work to Team Midnight. Alright, so now we'll go on to Sturgeon Shipyard, and this is a Swiss tournament, so we will be playing all three maps and modes, all 3 rounds, I should say. So it's not a best of 3, and yeah. So at the moment, Team Midnight taking both of these, maybe not the Turf War game, but that Clan Blitz game pretty comfortably. Diamantia. Need to get that. I want to find out how you actually say that, but they've been changing up their comps quite a bit. That comp that they were using probably didn't quite work out for them. They probably didn't hold their defense strong enough when Team Midnight were, I think, when they were pushing in. But we'll have to see what they do this match. I know for a fact brushes. I reckon we might see at least 1 brush. Anything that can, like, if you're in the zone in the middle and you've got like the 2 ramps on the side, anything that can shoot over that, like a slosher, can be super effective against just normal shooters. But with 10 seconds left, teams just deciding what weapons and strategies they're going to use for this, and we'll see if Diamantia can see if they can get at least 1 game. So there's splat zones on Sturgeon Shipyard. Can I get this right? No, I can't. Oh my god, it's this. There we go. Alright, so somewhat similar comps on both teams. Going back to the dually squelchers like what we saw him use in the Turf War match, and then we're seeing an octo shot from Juz instead of a can't quite remember what he was using last match, and then Lanford using just the normal custom blaster instead of the range blaster. So Diamantia taking an early lead here, getting it to about 65 ticks, and holding Team Midnight out pretty well. But they are now 2 down, so Team Midnight's chance to try and capture that zone again, and we see an Inkjet come out to pressure back that 4-point splat link, and they do cap the zone. You see the press zone Langford here working together to try and get the charger out of the way, and they do. Now they'll bully that octo shot in the middle. And you see the roller coming out for a flank, does get taken down mid splashdown though. Nice work by Diamantia there. And you see this 4-point splatling. So this is actually a splatling that has basically 2 modes. It has like a mini splatling and then a hydra splatling mode. So when you start firing, it'll be used as a mini splatling, and then as you shoot for longer it will turn into like a hydra splatling, which is quite interesting. And you're also able to just keep recharging with the ballpoint splatling. You don't have to wait for it to completely run out and then charge it again. You can keep charging it while it's still shooting. So you could basically keep shooting as long as you want, but the besides that, Team Midnight have got their score down to about 70 now, and DM and T are looking to take that zone back with that Ink Storm. And both teams just trying to fight over that zone. It's one down on both sides. Some bubbles coming out for Team Midnight, just keeping that zone neutral and taking that zone back. But since DM and TR took that zone, they'll be given a penalty. So they'll have to work through that and then go through their original score. And Juz getting a great Inkjet shot off onto the Dulu Squelchers, I think that was. And we're seeing Inkjet of DM and Tia's side now, see if they can get a pick or two. And we see Stingray now coming out for medical. Try and get this ballpoint Splatling. Does get a great snipe though. And we see another Inkjet coming out. And the 2 down on now for Team Midnight and easy cap for DM and Tia. And 3 down, so the heavy Splatling will be last, and most likely just try and wait for his teammates so they can regroup and try and push back in. But just decides to get 2 great splats, and they just take that point back with ease. So as a full wipe now for Team DM and Tia, they'll have to try and push back in as a group and don't want to rush in individually. And a great Inkjet shot there from Atomic. And we see both teams actually doing really well at pushing back in as a group, and we see now actually a team basically a full wipe, the Blaster being the last one alive now. Getting 2 crucial splats here. 3 crucial splats. Being able to take that, almost take that zone back, and they actually do, so they're able to hold on to the lead. Lanford doing a great job of holding on to that zone and making sure they don't lose the lead. See a great snipe there for Medical. Just saw that. And now 3 down for the side of DM and Tia. See Stingray being used. And now with the last 10 seconds, Team Midnight really wants to hold on to this zone. They don't want to let DM and Tia cap this zone, otherwise that'll be game. So 2 down now, and the Charger basically being last and can't paint. So that'll be DM and Tia's first game. So that will now finish off 2-1. So good persistence from DM and Tia, and Lanford getting a great 21 splats there.